Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. If you're watching YouTube, you can catch us live at twitch.tv/DucksNow2. And if you're watching YouTube and you'd like to see me, maybe comment, let's subscribe. And let's see if you have to dislike and throw away. Otherwise, hope you have a wonderful day, and let's get into this. Alrighty. Last day for the, this outfit. We're going back to normal tomorrow. Also, let me check the sound. Let me click on this 5 times. Let me check the sound. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're good. We're good. Anyway, I figure since I wasn't able to stream yesterday for Halloween, we'll wear the outfit today, but we're doing PowerWash Simulator. Hopefully it somewhat remembers where we last played, but I don't think it's going to. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I'm going to finish before power goes off this evening. I think we're going to be a lot more careful tonight. Alright. Alright, so let's just see if we can't continue where we left off. Yes, continue. So it does remember that we did something. I don't know where it will be, though. Alright, you know what? That's not bad. I'm gonna say this is a good place to kind of... How far back can we go? Okay, so if we can go like there... I'm just gonna take a picture of this for the other. No, that's not good. Let's try again. I'll adjust later. But I'll do. It's just literally gonna be where we were at. Ish. I'm gonna guess there's plenty still not. Hello, Chris. Yes, I am streaming this evening. We're gonna hope that things don't die on us this evening. Alright, honestly, it looks like it's pretty close to where it should be. I don't think it's 100%. Yeah, so it was almost there. Actually, I think it was at like a little bit more. So let's, yeah, but it's fine, right? I just plan to finish before power tends to go out. So this stream will probably finish at around 3 a.m. at the latest. Not really beyond it, just because I really have concerns about that. Oh wait, this one counts. This is not. Okay. Is it this? Yeah. Alright. I wish I could have faith in it, but, you know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna clean down here on this route. And stuff. Like here. Pretty gross. But yeah, I just... Oh, hello. Anyway, how are you, Chris? Anyway. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you probably should sleep. I mean, what time is it for you right now? I think it's pretty, kind of like, yeah, it's 5 a.m., right? Okay. Big girl. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear you had a decent, Halloween. You've mentioned that you're in the UK, so therefore it should be about 5 hours ahead of here. It's midnight now, so it should be about 5 a.m. Ta-da! Or between 4 and 7 specifically, depending on where you're at. It's not hard to figure. So the Universal World Time, or whatever it's called now, is was Greenwich Mean Time, effectively. So, also having a lot of games that follow that, I also know what the time is ahead for that. There's many games that did that in the past. So as far as knowing exactly how much, blame some crappy mobile games. That forced me to become very aware. Well, they weren't crappy, but... Anyway. Oh, so you're not in the UK. You said you were. So you're in California. Not really. Just West Coast area. Again, joking. Joking. You said it multiple times, dude, over the last couple weeks. Like... Pretty sure I could pull up the stuff, too. I did question, because I was like, it didn't seem right because you were going to bed early, but... Yeah, you have. What, have you been, like, drinking or something? Probably. Well, you kept that layup for a couple weeks. I honestly don't care that much, but I was just confused. Either way, even if it's 9 p.m., you probably should still go to sleep. Unless you're, like, waiting on trick-or-treaters. But most trick-or-treaters by 9 p.m. are gone. Yeah, I'm not... That's how you know I'm not... I'm just remembering random facts people mention. Alright. Hello, Tomas! I'm good. This is probably gonna be the last day I wear this outfit. Since even though I normally would probably have been like, yeah, today's book, I figure, you know, we'll give it till now. The day after Halloween. Proper. Then we go back to normal for like 3 weeks. I don't think you would. Yeah, it smells good. That's pretty bad. Firefighter, mutual cleanup. The county continues. Haosuke gets recreation grounds. Sinung. Never ask. Anyway. Waving, like I said. And then obviously Christmas. Get a winter outfit. That's true, because that's someone else. Anyway. I don't think that'd be cool. That'd be cold. Frigid. Mm-hmm. I know, I could never live there. Neither could my cat. Who's wearing a sweater right now? I mean, think about it. Other than, like, for 3 months, I'm not wearing one. My cat's wearing one. I gotta get out of it. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Alright. Not usually, but he's cold. Well, he didn't get much of a choice, but he's a shivery boy, so good night. So he put up with it. But if he was not cold, he would be a lot more fussy about it. I mean, he still was fussy until I actually put it on him. You know, there was a sudden cold snap. To be fair, it's basically just gone from being like 80 degrees to 50 degrees. Or so. About. Kind of idea, to give an idea of it. So he's got his summer coat. So, no, his fur is not working right at the moment. It will. Right now, he's cold. In fact, because it's been so hot in the house due to the fact that the power's not been working, so AC has not been working, right? He's even warmer than he normally would be. So he's uber duper cold. To be clear, we've been keeping it cool enough for the cat. It's just... It's a very sudden change in temperature. Poor Uzi boy. And then by the time he adjusts again, it'll be warm again because this is Florida. And cold weather doesn't stick around long until, like, December. Really January. I think I got all the back? Nope, I have not. Yes. Yeah. We got all the back. Lovely. Anyway. He'll be fine. He just didn't want to wear it because it's not his sweater. I couldn't find his sweater. He has managed to lose it. His new one in, like, the course of, like, 2 weeks. So he's having to wear one of his sister's. And it is pink, and he does not like pink. He's not happy about that, but he's happy to be warm. He knows I'm talking about him. He's in right next to me. Anyway. But it'll be fine in a couple days, like I said. Because he'll be... My mother will come back in. We'll all be hot, muggy, and miserable. He won't be cold. It also helps that I can detect from the manner in which you're clean the first 49% of my house that you intend to do a thorough job. I mean, yeah, I gotta. I want to get the full pay. Also, it's kind of random to pick 49 and not, like, you know, 50%. But you know what? You do you, good sir. And like I said, dude's just like, yeah, as long as I don't gotta pay for it. Not because he's a man, he just doesn't like the color pink. Plus, it smells like his sister's. Which he's probably not too happy about being covered in their smell. As he's a cat. Yep, he knows I'm talking about him. He's like, hello! Hello! You come over to tell me that you are cute? Just say, look, I am adorable? No? You're handsome? Nah. He just has issues with his sisters after they tried to kill him. After he nipped at them at one time. So, you know. To be fair to him. And we're only just now, like, over a year later, got him to the point where he even kinda would put up with them. Actually, almost to the point. As in, without having a scared hiss. So, you know. Let's be fair to the cat, who is terrified. It's just kind of how cats go. He most likely nipped. He was having dominant issues with cats. That is a thing, apparently. And then, because he's not the head of the litter, you know? But beyond that, effectively, one of our cats is a black cat, right? So when it's kind of dark or it's hard to see, she's, well, very hard to see as she's moving around and stuff, makes noise and stuff, and that did scare him that day. Also, that's who's, and all that. But basically, it was... He's a good boy. He's a sweet boy, but he's a scaredy cat. Yeah. Aren't you, buddy? Or are you getting cold? Are you cold? Yeah. I can't reach the... I can't reach! You're cute. He needs to have snipping time and cuddly time, apparently. I am! He's in my arms, that's why I can't do anything. I'm giving him a hug while he sits on the table, which is his favorite way to do this. Oh, honey. And now he's curling in to take a nap. Honey, I can't just do that. I can't do that. Yeah, they would be hunted. The cats. So you gotta be careful. And like... He now mostly lives in my room during the day. I mean, he has food and stuff, and he still has the ability to run in the evenings, but he gets time during the day. But yeah. Oh, you like the screen? Oh yeah, and he also loves TV. Here, more TV for you, buddy. Yeah. The problem is he really, really loves TV, so we have other issues with him regarding that. I cannot reach the keyboard. I need to pedal him. Anyway, I'm trying to get him more comfortable just chilling because it's been so hot in the house, like I said. So I've been trying to get him to chill on the behind me, so that he can be more free in case power goes out, or he needs to go get like a drink and have to go pee or whatever. So I don't have to crate him. He's been getting better about it, but he's definitely coming up for hugs more often. I mean, honestly. So I really don't want to have to. But now I don't want her to go harass his sisters. But they're awake all night and keep my siblings and everyone else awake. We're getting better about that, yeah? Yeah. Staying them away from the bedrooms. Anyway, gotta put him down. He only wants to keep cuddling. Because he is heavy. He is over 10 pounds. No, don't eat that. That's the thing, because we leave things... Huh? Anyway... Oh, buddy, no. No, 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 no. I gotta be able to see the screen. Oh, come here. Make this seem like this is what you wanted. But I guarantee it's not. Yeah, you're gonna start licking me to make me let you go. Or not. There you go. And I'm not even holding you. Yes, you can get out. Goose. Goose, goose. Goose, goose, goose. Love my buddy. My delicate kitty coffee. Robert could not survive out in the wild. Britain has lots of issues. Like with the way his ribs grew. And stuff. Hello, I'm not stopping you. What are you doing? Neat. Yeah, got so gutful. You can go out. Honey, sweetheart, I love you, but no. Also, you had hours to cuddle. Hours. And you didn't want to. You wanted me to be. Here. Yeah, I go. You got me. You can do it. No, that's not what you want. You don't want that, honey. Ooh, that was dangerous. You wanted to steal my milk. But I've added a little bit of honey and rum too. Dangeroso. Yeah. Yeah. He is something. He knows how to seek out all the things he shouldn't have. Again, this is why we have to hide bread. No, we have to hide bread because he'll eat the bread. If he can find it. If he likes bread. If anything, he's just a little naughty. He knows he's cute. Alright. Once this is done... Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't add a 360 view of the plane. You know? Oh, we're out. I see. I was more meaning, like, because as you clean, right? You're not cleaning, you're cleaning multiple sides. A good way to focus in on all the details would be to have a 360 view as you're cleaning it. Kind of thing, so it flips when you go around back. Nope. There. Eh. No one's jokes will land very well unless I'm paying very much attention. I hate to say this. Someone who doesn't really jokes. Anyway, while I'm doing this, what do we want to do tomorrow? Or not tomorrow, Monday. Monday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is not our stream day. Well, I don't think we're gonna be done with this, so we'll have more of this. We could do doing something creative on the creative world in Java, as we said. I'm in a bedrock because I don't want to work through that, but I'm gonna have to. We have... What else do we have? We could do something like Stardew on the Switch. Or I could go back to doing Deltarune. We haven't been doing that in a couple of weeks. House Flipper's fine if you want House Flipper. I'm guessing that's what you're referring to, right? Let's go up to the roof. I missed. There we go. You'll stay starting. Okay. Fair enough. Do we start a new timeline, or do we start where we were left off? Alrighty. There we go. Alright. I was just asking because obviously it's been several months since I last played. And for all I knew, you wanted me to play on Switch 2, which has some of the allows for mouse controls, I guess? Somehow? And that would have to be started over. I don't really care, like I said. It just tells me, do I play it on Switch or Switch 2? I know there's you can... That was all. And I was just explaining why. Curious, several hairs from British Short Hair have transferred from your person to my windowsill. Oh, oops. It appears you still have possession of the mayor's cat. Oh yeah, it's my cat. You can't have it back, it's my cat. You can't even tell if it's a female cat or a male cat. Anyway, that was all. Like I said, I know there's not really much of a difference between the Switch 1 and Switch 2 version, other than that due to the nature of the Switch modes. You can play it differently, but that was it. Anyway. There. Alright. Alright, we'll just get down here, clean this up. Okay. Welcome back. Alright. I think this will be clean, right? It's gonna look gorgeous. Most imposing house. Alright. I mean, at least it's really easy to clean, right? I shouldn't have too much left after this. Well, I suppose, for all I know... Oh wait, I just realized I'm using the wrong one. I was like, why does it feel like it's taking so much longer? That's why. And the clean's not as even. Oh wait, I bet it's along the side, right? Yeah. So that's that one done. This one. Done. So that's done. Then these dumber roofs gotta be done. Same. These poor windows. Okay. Alright. Okay, there we go. So that's that. Oh gosh, this is just horrifying. Heyo, dragon. No. How are you? Yeah, Vivian, about that. The mayor's been demanding Lucy's back. Where do we stand? Well, did you have an official transfer of guardianship? If not, I'm afraid he's got a case. Technically... He just abandoned the cat. No, we didn't. Okay, thanks. I think we could go ahead and argue he literally... It was part of the payment for, like, one of our jobs. He ended up saying, and you can have the cat, too. I think we could argue that. I mean, you know, if this was not a video game. Heck, we can even argue it's a different cat. That it must actually have been a different cat all along. Because... Fair enough. I could try to fight with the music. Just asking because you can see. Because he said he's from the UK to me, so I only assumed that he's obviously from the UK, because even if you're lying on the internet, you're not going to change your lie. And he's like, nope, nope. Doesn't remember saying it. It looks like someone else used your account or something like that. I did see it. I wasn't really sure how to answer it. It kind of did start as more of an Enderman, but it just kind of... This is why it's got the sparkly things I do with them, but... it kind of ended up a little chunkier and stuff, and I just kind of was like, yeah, it's just in general kind of thing, probably. My answer is, I don't know. It's a thing. Oh, yeah. Threw back. In August? I'm just kind of trying to do spooky Halloween vibes. Like Scooby-Doo or Resident Evil. Or something like that. Alright. You know? Alright, I do feel like we could just review it's a female cat. And that would be all we'd really need to do to be like, yeah, probably not the same cat. Mr. Mayor, I'm sorry. I thought it was Ulysses, but, like, you said Ulysses was a male cat, and this is definitely a female cat. Not sure. get kind of winter just because it's easier to warm up than to cool down. Otherwise, other than that, there's not really much differences here. We don't get things like snow. You know, I guess I like winter as well, also just because there's like no hurricanes, usually. Or there's fewer hurricanes. I've seen snow, just there's not snow in Florida. I haven't always lived in Florida. I've lived other places. Now, if you were to ask about my siblings, no, they haven't seen snow. Not real snow. But I have, sort of. Mind you, not since I was, like, 6? Alright, where do we need of this thing? Really? Alright, and then there's this one. How many more locations could I have? Let's just see, is there any back here? Yes, this. Here. Anyway. I'm surprised. Oh yeah, so the front eaves, the balcony roof, and the side eaves have been gotten, so everything else must be the front. And finally the balcony roof. Alright. I think that'd be down here, but I'm not sure. Might be up. Like right, yeah, right there. We're complete! Boom. I love that my feet just disappeared. Rather than just my feet remained for a minute. Like, what? I was rather hoping to employ the hilarious refrain, "You missed a bit," and back it up with photographic evidence, but you didn't, so I can't. Impressive, Davian. Alright, actually, let's go back to, go to home base. And look at what we could buy. Yeah, we're gonna do an airship next, apparently. Alright, so what can we buy? Oh, it's a chair. It's a fancy chair. What's the chair? Like, we can't have all these options by the end, right? Alright, should I get to the airship? Hopefully it's not a long one. Also, I'm sorry that basically there's like nothing in Sponge Valley, or Fumarole, or Bucketon, or the desert, or Washingham. But there's so many in Muckingham. Bubbles. Pet Ulysses. Pet Creek. The airship. I trust you've heard about the disgraceful scene at the site of the fisherman's statue. Way too much fuss over that, what is, frankly, the theft of a couple chunks of colored glass from a very old and very poor piece of art. How would you know? Naturally, I responded immediately by sending my airship to rescue the gathering crowd, reassure the gathering crowd. Well, between you and me, we were in the area way. Anyway, notifying any desert-dwelling outliers of my victory at the county elections. Uh-huh. Well, let's clean this thing up. We know we're gonna be underpaid. That's gonna be a thing. In fact, how much are we being paid? 900 for this. Seriously, we should just take, like, all the times that we've been underpaid by the mayor and argue that's our case. That the cat's clearly makes up for the missing payment that our job requires, or like demand missing payments rather, or that we get to keep the cat. You know? Look at this thing. Yeah, it's not. It's pretty big though. If I didn't have soap, this would be a nightmare to clean. Would you take a look at the curious collage of befoulment, Dirtfinder? We must have flown some kind of dirt cloud. We were spotless when we took off. I doubt it. With the extra weight of the dirt, we're lucky to make it to the recreational grounds in one piece. I think it was already dirty, man. This is stuck on grime. Trying to justify that it's not to try and have to be able to pay less is not gonna fly. Well, yeah, because customers lie. Especially since he knows I could charge more for it being a routine maintenance. Having been missed several times over, I mean, look at this thing. Definitely routine maintenance is in this. Out on for quite a while. Get him in other trouble. Also, this isn't dust. This is muck that's been on the thing because it's just sitting around doing nothing when it's not being, like, used. I mean, for Pete's sake, the toilet in Detergento wasn't this bad. I don't even want to know what it looks like inside of this thing. That's on my butt. Also, that means he's getting dirt on the bandstand that I very carefully worked hard to clean up. Hey, Ulysses, you get the pet. Where's Bubbles and Squeak? Bubbles, Squeak. Got Squeak a pet, and we gotta give Bubbles a pet. Yep. I do like that in this game they actually do have where if you're in a location, you can see all the other locations around it to be able to put it together. Super nice that they do that. Ironically making them the opposite of House Flipper. And House Flipper 2. And the first game where it makes sense to not have it, they didn't really. They just had the vague locations where there's some House Flipper. It's like you had where you could see the other stuff and then you got rid of that. Like, why? And it's nice to be able to tell where your stuff is in conjunction to everything else. Okay. Alright. Where is it? Oh, it's top. Alright. Okay. Well, at least it's easy to get done. For now. Anyway. Ironically, they never have to prove that he is his cat. And it feels like that should be how it kind of goes, because it's like, you can't prove that it's his cat. This could be any cat, you know? I highly doubt he had his cat fully tagged or anything, so I think we could get away with going, must have been a different cat. see if we can get the underside of this clean as well. I mean, that's fair. You are cool. Although I feel like you get the same experience from a hot air balloon. I guess it wouldn't be as windy though. Otherwise, pretty similar, you know? Yeah. But see, then you're not necessarily wanting the hot air balloon, or not the ride aspect of it. They just got some really cool stuff on a lot of them. I'm just saying, like... Oh, don't. Yeah, but even then you can argue... I mean... If you went to the restaurant with the cool view, you know, you got, like, what is it, the Seattle Needle or whatever it is? You got places like that. Plenty of places on top of, skyscrapers. Unless you're looking for a moving view. Yeah. Yeah, like the one in Seattle. I know what he's talking about. It's just kind of like, looks a little bit like a UFO. It goes, spins around. I mean, maybe. Well, that's pretty specific, Chris. There's not that many cities that do that. Have, like, or have that. I never said you did. Now did I? I just said there's not that many. The one I could think of off the top of my head is in Seattle. I know there's a few others, technically. I was just saying that the number is rather small. It's a lot easier to narrow down from there. Oh, it's deductive reasoning. I'm just saying. trying to. Like I said, I don't make assumptions. Or anything like that. Honestly, as long as you say, I'm not gonna make a lot of other assumptions. I mean, like I said, and anyway, even if you were from Zero, I'm not saying you are, to be clear, Gable's a pretty big city. Even from there, that wouldn't be that easy to narrow down from. But still. I mean, it's part of why I just am honest with the fact I live in Florida, is because I'm left with, I mean, I know I'll slip up. Because, I mean, I'm someone who grew up going to the parks. Not Disney, but Universal, because they had, local deals. Universal is fun. Totally cool. But yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, oh, to be fair, I didn't go in like a... Very cool. Anyway, all I'm saying is that's not necessarily something that you're as likely to do if you live elsewhere, right? Unless you live near another park. If I'm in the US, and it's an actually decent Universal, probably not the California one, as far as rides go. Alright? That's just kind of how it goes. To be realistic. I'm just saying, locations, there are certain things that certain locations do reveal. So they had been working for years on buying the land around their park. Slowly but surely, and then once they had all that land, now they've started making more. The, whatever it's called. But they worked at getting that first. Getting all the approvals, everything done. And then once they had everything in order, that's when they expanded. Or expanded universes, I think what it's called. So that's where in Florida, the new Nintendo World is supposed to be. I haven't been to Universal in years, to be clear, but... yeah, that's how they handled it. They were running out of parks, so they worked to be able to get more park. There was a whole thing. But that's how that worked. And well, a few of the places that were, I, for one, will not be blaming the security force for the heist of the gems. Uh-huh. It's an elite unit. And how anyone got past him is almost beyond imagination. Shouldn't there have been more than one? But don't we all switch off from time to time? What? Why is it one dude? Wouldn't think you stole the gems, man. Which would make sense. Sort of. So, why, I don't know. That was easy to clean. There we go. There we go. Oh, the vertical stabilizer must have something up here. Yeah? In theory. Or not. Alright. There we go. Anyway, I was gonna say before that was the Universal. I know they've gotten rid of some of their older stuff, but most of it was the rides that were breaking down constantly already. Alrighty. By the way, what do you want tomorrow? See. Or Monday, rather. Monday. Monday. Sorry. I meant Monday. Nobody picked last time. I picked last time. Because power went out before I could get an actual choice. Or rather, this time. Yeah. Wait, what? I have no... Everything, that's what I asked. Well. Oof. Probably not. Fair enough. Anyway. So... Anyway. By the way, Dragon, just so you know, Chris voted for Stardew. I know. That's why probably not. The answer is nowhere. Everybody on the internet is from nowhere. To some extent, right? Nowhere and everywhere, because you're on the internet. Mm-hmm. I see. I mean, that's usually how it goes, right? Like, I mean, you don't actually think that my real name is Artaki, right? Kind of thing. See? That's my point. I just stick with, whatever you say is what you say. And that's why I don't try to assume things. Because I'm not interested in like, getting in other people's business. That was my point. Well, I'm sure there are people who just straight up just go by their full names or whatever. Better to assume not. Because it's healthier to... Boom. That was more my point. Well, I told it twice in a row. But you know what? Whatever. Make sure it's actually on the song it should be getting. Alright. Anyway. Anyway, that was probably... I don't know how to put it. I'm just... Yeah. There we go. I guess back to the game, I really kind of hope that our ability to take out, like, keep the cat is going to be like, only give the cat back if he can actually state that the cat, what the cat is. Because obviously the cat is a female cat. He can't tell. I mean, it's not his cat. The... Not like that. I brought up the chopped up vegetables that are to add to one, right? Before, you know, those little snacks. But I guess technically Not like that. We buy the cheese things, but we just eat the cheese out of the cheese containers. You know? Fancy. I mean, nothing like cheese and meat, right? And crackers. Slash bread. Depends on what you're going for. It can be quite extensive. Realistically. But I've not made them. The only thing I've ever made, and honestly the only thing I've ever really made for Thanksgiving is dessert and the turkey. Once or twice. But, since we don't really do turkey that often. Yeah. Alright, good luck to you. One thing I will say is make sure you taste the types of cheese first and make sure they kind of go together. And fruits and whatever else you're choosing to put on it. Always a good way to make sure that you don't have issues later. You know? Like I said, I'm not as much into that kind of thing, but it's just like I was just saying in general. Not all types of cheddars go with all types of, like, cheese or whatever else you're trying to choose. Like, just cheese types don't necessarily always go together. Meat types don't necessarily go with the type of cheese and all that. It can make it taste funky. It's not crazy or anything. Like, I'm not saying, like, go crazy, like, trying to research that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, like, how soon can you get the femoral, boss? Either this seized-up cement mixture comes unstuck, or I do. Alright. Anyway, I was just saying in general. Kind of thing. Just make sure to this together. I mean, it's like that with all kinds of preparing of food, right? Better to make sure everything kind of goes together than for it to... Anyway. But yeah, also with cheese and stuff, there are certain types of cheeses that are more paired with fruit, more paired with meat, more paired with, So I'm not doing that, right? And I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want people in trouble to try to figure that out. There is stuff like that. Yep. Well, you always look before you volunteer to do. The thing that makes it so complicated is the fact that it's such a simple thing. I mean, you could always just buy one of those ones that are pre-made, you know? If you're not planning to make it yourself. It's one of those things that is just like super crazy to know. And yeah, you would not expect it to be complicated. But yeah, I mean, it's all on what you're choosing to add to it. Because in reality, what it's basically is at the end of the day is meat and cheese on a plate. Wooden. And potentially veg or fruit. Depending on choices and stuff. It's a thing. There we go, all clean. Not sure how this job is. Look at that. And then this will basically be done, and we'll be able to be just done really quickly. Hopefully. I know there's still gotta be quite a bit missing. Alright. It's gonna be clean as can be. And the mayor owes us an arm and a leg. For Pete's sake, this thing is nasty. No way that this was just a random dirt cloud. Okay. There we go. There. There. Okay. All clean. Ish. Then we'll get the back. We can get this side a little bit more, but I think this side's not going to be able to really be gotten. And I'm just going to have to get it from below because it's definitely not going to clean easy. No, I mean, obviously we're not, but I feel like my point is the arm and the leg will be coming out of the fact that he's going to have to give us his cat. And I hope that's like the end result where it's like, he's done all these jobs and he's underpaid us for every one. The point is he did give us cat as payment. He's trying to go back on his word, so, you know, we can... I was just making a joke. Oh, went the wrong way. So it went the wrong way. Boom. Alright. If we can just clean this all the way over to that, I don't know how far I can get. But in theory we can get pretty far, right? There. I mean, we'll at least have the top part done. Okay. This is about to run out. Yep. I wonder what the blimp actually says on it. I don't think it does. Realistically speaking. And it's gotta have something to do with the mayor. Nope. Fair enough. I fell on my butt. That spectacularly. Thank you. You know, here again with the bandstand. So why would they get the bandstand that's over there, right? When there's literally picnic tables with a toilet. Over here. Like... to do their sleuthing and theorizing and all that. But, honey, kitty cat, baby, no, 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 come here, come on. No. You won't look at me? You won't look at me? Will your eyes still be dreaming? Yep, cat. Hi. Just to sit on my arm. Okay. Look at here. It's a little weird. But it fits my face. Yeah. Fit off on me. Yeah. What to do? Looking for pets? Honey, how am I supposed to finish? You gotta finish soon, because it is the... What do you... Pickle! Pickle! Come on. Taking your own chair. I don't even use it yet, but pretend to use it. Yeah? Alright. Honey, no. As soon as I cut that, he's not going to cut that. Honey. It hurts. He has one desire. Hugs. Snuggles. Love. And the like. You know, why does he need the cat anyway? Now that I think about it. The cat, why is the cat still taking the cat back? I haven't given it to you. I'm not gonna, dude. So why is the cat on your stuff? I really think you just... I really think we should just go with the whole... It's just some random cat. It turned out it wasn't Ulysses. The Mary can't have the cat back because it's not actually Ulysses. After all, is there anything that proves that the cat is Ulysses? Right? Beyond that, the cat's just a normal orange tabby cat. Not really anything special about the cat. Look, I guarantee you could find like 2 or 3. That must be for pets, huh? And nobody, including the mayor, would know the difference. Hi. Hi. No. No, we're not gonna bat the screen. Mm-hmm. No. What? Meowing and begging for I don't know. You have food and you have water. You can't water. you're about to get easy. Her fuzzy mask back. He does not want me to do anything to pay attention to him. Just doing a cat. Yeah, purring so much, and it's very cute. So I'll just hug you like this until you're done. I'll be fast, because you don't like being hugged like this. Hmm? Yeah. You silly? No, you just need more hugs. Yeah. Apparently I'm just gonna sit here and let him sit in my arms and a hug for who knows how long. What are we gonna do? What do you do? This man's hugs. Why are you questioning hugs? Let it go. We'll be in a state. Go to your chair. Go to your assistant's chair. No, back up. Able buddy. Stay there. No. No. Honey. Just a chair a little bit. Put you back in the chair. It's on you, be happy. Well, he heard more interesting things going on, so he's gone now. Alright. Yeah, it's like, dude, but that's not your cat. Not at the moment, at least. One thing I think we can all agree on is that the statue's practically worthless now. So there's zero point in security force hanging around. Why? Tell you something. I won't miss paying to get that darn statue cleaned every single day. Uh-huh. Well, we have a motive. I just can't reach up there. And we have potentially how he did it, so we just need Harper to do some detective work for us. And then we get the mayor sent to jail. That'll work, right? Oh wait, there was a whole chunk there I missed. Never mind. And then we get to keep the cat. Honey, what are you doing? Why are you back up here? No, you can't do that. It's so cold out there. Oh, I'm shivering. Oh, kitty cat. He came back in to get inside, so I have to pick him back up. Other brother was getting coffee or something. Let's go investigate. The floor is cold. The Buna is cold. They need to be warmed up and cuddled again. Wish he was good. Yeah. I need to find this better. He's hidden it well, but I'm sure I can find it eventually. I just gotta clean my room. And everybody else. Yeah, you've hidden it well, but hold on. I'm sure I can find it. You chill there, buddy. Let me finish. Yeah. He knocks stuff on the floor all the time. Well, I don't think it's actually in my room. Just in case. I suppose you could say that. He just likes to knock stuff on the floor. Because, you know, he's a cat. Oh, I'm sorry. I just don't want him scratching the books that he's knocked down again. So I usually just don't fight with him on it. Because otherwise he keeps trying to scratch those books, and I kind of don't want him to do that. But other than that, mostly it's not that bad. Easy fix. And then there's the whole, I have to get things away from him, and then it's just like, they just start piling up. Or I've had to stick them in shelves he can't get onto and stuff. It's really mostly due to him. Various degrees. I've got a lot of manga. I've got one of his favorite ones to try and, you know, I was catching the cat. But what I was going to say is one of his favorite ones is Hyrule Historia. I think I bought that a while ago. Years. And another one, he likes to try and knock down the books. I have a lot of books, actually. Other books that I just kind of kept because, you know. cool or whatever. Or books I've gotten over the years. Just in general, I just don't want him scratching them up. Like, there was this one series I loved. I still have the books for, right? But they're basically like fake textbook for things like Dragonology and Wizardology and those books, and the Egyptology and all that. Super cool stuff. Anyway, I used to collect them, and I still have a lot of them. Again, like I said, because I never got rid of them. They're cool. I don't even think that they as a series really exist anymore to that extent, or the what they were. I'm sure there's like other stuff at this point, but honestly, depending on what it was, it would either be like, you know, it'd be like a fictional set, like as a realistic kind of thing, or it was just straight up something real, like the Egyptology, or they had a spyology one, right? That went through different codes and stuff that could be used and how they worked and all that. It was cool. And would break down how the codes and stuff worked. Anyway. Extensively well done. I'm guessing you have like no idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, like I said, I was super into it. Like, one of the only stuffed animals I even still have is the ice dragon. Which, to be honest, did not make for a very good, like, huggy kind of stuffed animal. Very wiry. With opposable wings. Anyway, it was big years ago, but it... else is it? Oh, there. This is not clicking. There it goes. Alright. And then... I mean, I get it, you know. It was a reading heavy book series. They had lots of fun little things, like how dragon skin would feel, or... Anyway, it's not that important. The books even came with a bunch of little model, like cardboard models you could put together. Anyway, I just don't like my cat messing that stuff up. So if he knocks on the floor, it's easier to just kind of keep it. I usually do like clean it back up, though, to be clear. But this is an example of one of the many things that he'll do to make it worse. Where I don't want to move things around because he's using, like, a backpack, which goes in my closet, but right now he's using it as his bed. Or one of his beds. Well, not right now, but... So I'm just letting him have it out on the floor. So sometimes I want it there, the place where it goes. DG, what are you gonna do in hosing down an airship in the middle of my recreation grounds? The mayor? Please take care to not to spray any flex on the bands back on the bandstand. We can't afford any gentrification this close to the festival. I agree. That's why I questioned why it was here. Mr. Park Warden, I feel for you. I'm not sure why I'm doing this job, honestly. Also, you know, why was he paying for this statue to be cleaned every day? I could understand, like, once a week. But, like, a day? Like, how's it getting that grubby that fast? Heck, if that was the case, I feel like I should have had a job of cleaning it that makes it look like it's going to be a repeatable quest. Only for the, I mean, technically they all are, but, like, that it'll be, like, a repeated thing throughout the story, only for it's the jewels to be stolen and all this to happen. Like come on, still every day. Hmm? You know? Alright. Well, sleep, Chris. Fair enough. Oh, no, you don't. You. You. I like this song. Right? There. There we go. I think it's almost on the top here. Oh, I caught myself somehow. There. Okay. I really don't like this one. This is a nasty one. So. Alright. Okay. There we go. Alright. Alright. I think we're almost there. I don't know though. Okay. Alright. Oh, crap. Messed up. We can kind of get these moments here. Thought the side panel isn't done. Oh, the whole side there. There. Kind of just clean that. Alright. Okay. That should do that. Alright. Oh, there's something else up there that I, there. There. And there's something else up top that I just haven't cleaned yet. Okay. Hey, we're just gonna get this panel done. It's easy. Alright, and then we just kind of back up a second. Yeah, but I wonder which one I'm working on. I can't reach the tippy top. Alright. Okay. Okay. There. So I'm still missing stuff. I see here. That panel is done. There we go, that panel's done. Oh, the engine cowling? Like the airship is almost done. And here, and then... Yeah, so here. Ah. Hey. Alright, done. I've still got apparently a whole lot. I mean, it kind of worked. Plan, yeah. Done. Maybe something above? I think I got everything below, so above would have to be it. What's it supposed to be? Done. And then this. Done. This one? Where? Shockingly. It. Alright, so it also looks like there's a spot. But this? No. This. Yeah. Done! Look at how nice it looks. Although I should just splash even more mud on it, because there's no way this would wear that. Half an hour. Excellent work, Dirkfinder. Next up for my airship, the wonderful industrial city town of Fumarole, to kick off my tour of the county. Guess I'll be glad to get that one out of the way. They love me there, of course, but very in your face. Which is why I'll be remaining 4,000 feet up. And don't think I forgot about my cat. You'll be hearing from my lawyers. No, you won't. Because I'll just go, I have no idea what he's talking about. After all, female cat. And he's accusing me of taking his male cat. Or rather, him giving me his male cat, but that now he wants it back. Cat is mine, though. He can't figure out. Not sure what I got. I should say new. Alright, security forces, huh? Wait, but he said that they weren't on that. That there was only one. I think we're gonna try and do the job we just got, which is the truck, and finish with that. I think that'll be a good place to kind of finish, and then we'll have this done. That's pretty good looking. We'll have another job done, and that'll be great. So, fumarole. Yeah, we only have one job. The cement mixer. So, how to unpack all this? As far as I can tell, there were only two Lamoxes in the entire world, and we got both live in the same county, with the entries in the same recruitment directory. Melts the mind, I know. I'm Axel Lamux, hairstylist extraordinaire. The other A Lamux is Arthur, who is a temporary supervisor, specializing in mining ops. Guess which one of us got called to run things here for the day? Oof. Well, that's awkward. That's what we got here. Site safety. Hard hat must be worn. High visibility jackets must be worn. Ear protectors must be worn. Stop, look, listen, beware of trucks. That makes sense. Oh, there's a mine. And oh, the kitty is down in the hole. Oh no, did you get stuck, Bubbles? Squeak is far smarter. And then where's our mama cat? I see the gnome spying. I wonder which individual it is. I wonder if we'll get to go into the mine. That'd be cool. Oh, there's our mama cat. There's Ulysses, smartly hiding away up on the roof. Yes, you're smart. Yes. There. So this morning I got a call from the merge agency asking me to get myself to mine at Mount Rushless. That's weird, I think. But I think, don't be judgy, Mick Brownderson. Miners need haircuts too. I wonder if they assumed it was him because his name's Axel. I don't think it looks the same. Wouldn't it have been easier to just say, I think you called the wrong guy? Or check before coming all the way down here? Okay. I don't know. Just my 2 cents. Alright, so we got that clean. This definitely seems like this will be the best place to kind of get a lot of it done really quickly. You just spray on the soap. There. Okay. Yep, I went. Still working. Definitely should be working. Aha, there we go. Forgot, you gotta let go. I think once I'm done with those upper part, I'll hit 10%. Possibly even 20. I mean... There you go. This is gonna solve the biggest issue this guy's having just before I even get to the other stuff. So I drive out here, all excited to possibilities. When I arrive, they immediately pop a hard hat on me. Not only is that extremely rude, but also, do you realize how long it took to get my pompadour looking like this? Why? Yeah, that's what should have told them that something's wrong. Oh. Huh. Oh, hello. And also, we'll just... There as well as over here. I wonder how much of this we need to clean. Alright, and then we just keep spreading it until it gets a decently around. Alright. There. Really will be. Over 20% done. By the time I get down from up here. clean this side up. Oh, also done. Here it goes. I might need to spin this again. So, I feel like I'm pretty far along. Oh, wait, turn back off. Yeah, I gotta finish doing that. Otherwise, I phoned my agency guy and he explains that he's booked the wrong Linux. Fantastic, I think. Now what? I'm honestly shocked he made it that long. Like I said, I think I would just try to, have asked before that point. After all... Alright. Seriously, how have I not... There. E. That should be everything. At least I thought it showed. Alright, just do it again. Actually, I should go down here so I can see better on this side. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Okay. Really not sure. What I even have left? Here we go. There. The whole thing is done. That was like 30% of that. More, actually, 33%. Oh, I should have stayed up because I was cleaning the top. Well, I can clean this as well. Agency guy tells me to improvise. He says 93% of any jobs in the big... It's one big confidence trick. I would not have said that. I feel for you. Well, I could do the fandango before I could walk. The self-confidence is one thing I do have. Uh-huh. Give me the flamingo. Seriously, I think at any point I would have just turned around and said, look, can you actually call the actual guy? Just see when he can get out here. I can work till then, but not a second longer. Especially since I would be concerned that he's going to get paid for my work. Giving me all the worst sides and not any of the good. Right. There. Why is there a teddy bear on this? I called together a pop-up hairdressing salon and treat all the guys and girls to a spanking new angle. Yes, should have seen them after the deep conditioning. Okay. Like leaping lambs on the spring morning. We're at 62%. We'll be done any sec. Oh, these tires are going to be annoying. Okay. Okay, I think I have to do the other side still as well. Cool. Clean the dust and gunk off as much as possible. Okay. And here, and here, and that. Not sure what to do about you. Alright, the top is basically clean. In case there was any, thing like that. Okay. Feel like that's pretty clean, so we gotta find out down here where this is not counting as clean. There. There we go. Look how shiny that is. Yeah, the tire needs to be cleaned up. Boom. Okay, so all that's clean. There we go. Alright. Why is the soap not clean? Yeah, there we go. Fender needs cleaning, I guess. Maybe the other side. That's separate. Okay. Alright, just gotta rub in all the soap. Uh-huh. And I don't know. I don't know. What am I missing? Ah. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright, that's all done. I've reached the power wash point cap. Oh crap. Unfortunately, though, we get a bit carried away. So, wait. I can only have 2,000 points. Oh, though, we've been carried and then left on the mid-screws running. The cement dried, hence you're here. I just think I said if I don't fix it, I'm... I got distracted by this and it wouldn't let me check. Alright, if I've hit the point... cap... I just don't know if I want that. I really wish I had more options, you know? But like, okay. These would be points, so they're not really worth. Now, let's play the piano, and because I wanted that. I count this. I don't know. There, that should solve that problem. I had no idea that there was a cat. Point. Seems a little silly. I just think I can't buy furniture every time. And I'm not gonna buy furniture every time. Well, the Asian guy said it's his problem, but it's kind of problematic because, or the Axel, or the guy who hired us. Kind of concerning, because one who should be at fault for something like that would be the guy who hired the wrong guy, then told the guy to keep working anyway. After all, the individual even stated they do not think they have confidence in being able to do the job. Alright, so the back of the truck needs to be cleaned. Surprise! There we go. He called us in and we got the job done. Just in time. Alright. So that's why when you know you shouldn't have any confidence in doing it. Just make the point of, no, I shouldn't be doing this. Job and just call the other person and see. just in general someone else. Okay. Yeah, I see it there. I just don't know how to get it. Okay, I know, I know. Surely that should be basically all the top pad. Maybe it's this spot right here. Can't think that there would be a reason for this. What do you even got left? I guess technically this. Okay. Alright. Shoot has... Oh. Yeah, there we go. Alright. And there's a spot. Alright. How many spots do I have left? Okay. Ah. Quite a bit of extra machinery and Spencer frame and whatever the other thing is. I think it's here. I wish I could climb this. Oh, I can. Oh, it's a dispenser frame. What else have we got up here? Drum control panel. And this platform too. Alright, so the drum control panel. He thinks it's not here. Although... apparently the ladder is somewhat clean. There you go. There you go. There. This handle. This thing. So there's a door guard. A step. Step's gotta be on the side. And then the check bed side. Side. Yeah. Alright, we're done! It says jet and flows, angels. I need a hand. Flip in my farm house. Oh goodness, last time it was her neighbors, the monks, now it's her. They'll probably finish up here. Get a quick thumbnail. Finish up. We'll be good. Alright, we can see it got clean. Arthur Limix, the actual temporary supervisor of Fortune's mine. Public access to this mine is strictly prohibited and you shouldn't have been here. We'll need you to sign an NDA to the effect and trust that you will destroy any photographic evidence of your work. That said, the cleaning itself is outstanding. Please don't speak of any of this to anyone, ever. Well, how? I'm not gonna speak of it, but I think you have a different issue, dude. What about the guy who ended up accidentally getting hired? In reality, you know, most people probably know about this thing. Alright. Let's look at the first game. Alright. I'm gonna thumbnail this one. Oh, we'll get it. That'll be fine. I think this is pretty good and clean and good. If we look at the shelf, we have like half the jobs done, probably. Maybe a third, like almost half of them, if not half. Because we got, yeah, actually probably more, but not much more than half. Alright, so I do think that's where I want to finish up. I hope you guys have a wonderful day / night / whatever it is for you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I hope to see you guys on Monday for I don't know what yet. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day or weekend. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for sticking around. And yeah. Bye-bye!